Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Lobotomy Corporation. And where in the last episode we completed the core suppression for Tariff here, and in this episode, as you can just see, I just got done with a day. And I'm about to complete the extraction team's mission here, and I finally got the last bits for Melting Love here to finally unlock her story here. Or unlock her story, I said story. Unlock her items here. I'm not surprised that the suit looks like this, but is the weapon a cup of slime? Like, you're literally tossing cups of slime at people? That's your weapon? It's that acidic or strong? This abnormality is created with ideas provided by Tumble, Bug, Backer, Mole. I think I heard of like some abnormalities being like backed by being like fan made abnormalities like on the game due to like backers or so. Oh, is this one of them? Anyway, a melting slime resembles to humans when inspected closely. Its containment unit is covered by its mucus secretions. Today I'd like to talk about the recent incident everyone has heard of. That's right, the dreadful incident when Army of Slimes took over our facility for redacted minutes. There are several containers left in the redacted lab, which were not processed properly during the experiment related to redacted. If you know about the redacted experiment, you would already know that the contents of those containers are merely useless leftovers that only prove the experiment has failed. Our researchers felt there was no need to dispose of them. It was obvious that one newbie to the research team had no idea of what was inside those containers. Employee Mary found the containers of pink slime, felt that they could pose a threat. It is assumed that she thoroughly concealed and kept them in redacted status. If my assumption is correct, the melted object in those containers was probably the redacted of redacted. I became sure that this when I read the passage that described its appearance as that of an adolescent human. I don't know if it was a fortune for us or not, but its memories, including those of the experiments, were completely gone. It could barely speak a word or two. It was so mentally unstable, it became extremely nervous whenever Marie was not present. Marie had a brother whom she lost during her childhood. It all started when she felt an attachment to the child being slime that followed her around. Marie followed an unprecedented level of decrease in her mental corruption. Indeed, it was extremely unusual. Of course, it was certain that the abnormality somehow affected her in a positive way, but that was the end of the benefits. Her colleagues started noticing her odd behaviors. They tried to ask her about them, but it was the right thing to do. They were educated about the potential implications of steep decrease in corruption levels and understood that a person disappearing every single break time is a dangerous sign. However, Marie didn't say a word to them and ended up detained in the counseling room until she opened up. Meanwhile, this slimy creature that had forgotten everything instinctively remembered one thing: it had to get out of the facility no matter what. This abnormality once again felt extremely nervous when Marie didn't show up on time. It thought that she was in danger. It was then that it decided to escape with her. A rare bond had formed between the two. They cared about each other from the bottoms of their hearts. Confined within the counseling room, Marie eventually gave up her right to remain silent and began to reveal that she had done. She had kept the contents inside the container, and that now she was able to form a bond with it. However, she couldn't finish her words. This is because she had melted in the blink of an eye. The moments after her signs of an anomaly showed up on her skin. Yes, she quite literally melted in her entirety, and that wasn't the end of it. The slime that once was Marie a few seconds ago began to move. It wasn't a difficult task for a fluid creature to slide under the door of the counseling room. Did it have a speck of human rationality? No. Just like a newborn duckling oh, just like a newborn duckling blindly follows its mother, it simply moved towards the abnormality. It wasn't just Marie that turned to slime. Every single employee who had made contact with her in some way began to melt too. Those who were questioning her, those who shared a meal with her, who had worked together. Soon this army of slime began to attack other employees, all for the mother slime, the abnormality they loved. Yes, out of love and love alone, they killed. And my dear employees, I do hope you all don't forget to put on the gas masks we distributed to you before we entered, did you? I do hope that no one took it off out of boredom or stuffiness. I must inform you that some of you are already infected by the slime I told you about. We did not give gas masks to some of you, and we did say it was because we were out of stock. Though to be truthful, it was just so we could those between who are infected and those who are not. You may feel fine now, but before an hour passes, your flesh and bones will start to melt, and your mind will disintegrate into pitch black nothingness. Then when you are trying to wreak havoc in a facility, you will probably, as your first action in your new form, jump at the employee sitting right next to you, all for the mess of the slime you so adore. Yes, I know it's unbelievable. You feel so alive and clear now. Just how on earth could you melt down the slime? And yet you will. It's not your fault, of course. Some of you made contact with a slime abnormality, and you are just the unlucky sap who happened to be around that person. And it's meaningless now to determine in patient zero. I doubt they had any idea how catastrophic the results of their actions would be. I doubt they had any idea how catastrophic the results of it. Right. Doubt they had any. Maybe I doubt they had. Why does that repeat twice? I had to go back and reread it just to make sure I didn't, like, it wasn't a mistake on my part. No, it rereads twice. They did it out of pure affection after all. Finally, those uninfected who are wearing masks, please ensure you pay extra attention to your hygiene and immediately report when you see an employee acting out of the ordinary. You'll simply be affected as well as you attempt to help them. Now, in your desk there will be 9mm pistols all locked and loaded. What are you implying with that? What you must do now should be clear. We do not open the doors until the situation is taken care of. If you think this too cruel, allow me to remind you that this is your job. I hope to see you again once everything has been handled. Why would they do that? They pointlessly sacrifice employees to be turned into slime just to, what, make a point? They very intentionally let some people go into the room without gas masks, whether or not they had spare gas masks or not, or so. The point, they let people go in there knowing they would be infected after stressing so much the entire story above about Marie melting and all, and everyone she touched melting, and then sacrificed a few more people. Well, and basically tell them, well, now that you're infected, here's a gun, kill yourself. I probably shouldn't say that in a YouTube video, but I don't want to get in trouble. Anyway, but like, here's a gun, and put it against your head, you know what to do. But with the gun, like, what are they trying to prove? What? Like, why? I already know at this point Lobot pointlessly sacrifices people just for the sake of it. I don't even understand. Like, why am I even trying to ration it out at this point? Ooh, what's this? That's not a flower. Order the employees nearby to evacuate immediately? Okay. Come on, let's get through this loading screen. I just don't I'm not like, I don't understand the logic behind pointlessly sacrificing people. But I've known Lobotomy Corporation makes a point of sacrificing people and letting people die. Why am I even trying to rationalize it out? Anyway, let's look at what we got here. Research protocol, 25% chance to recover ego from a dead agent. The suppression and stability of ego that's so agents will be enhanced to lower the chance of the loss of ego. Oh, that's really great. Even if it's only a 25% chance of succeeding, which means a 75% chance of failure. Anyway, re-roll the abnormality selection. By implementing reversible extraction process, the abnormalities can be re-extracted a single time per day. Oh, that'd be nice. And improve the chance of acquiring ego gifts. By dividing the selection of abnormalities, the probability of agent acquiring ego gift will increase. I might save that for last. Oh, recovering ego from a dead agent, or like, I'm really tempted to get this, but at the same time, it's like, I want to avoid the agents dying in the first place. So like, that, and it's only a 25% chance, which, like I said, it means a 75% chance of failure, or which means it's not perfectly reliable every time. So maybe I can go with this. I mean, out of like the little ego gifts aren't like the biggest priority or so, as neat as it is for like characters to get custom little stuff on them or so, aside the weapons and suits you give them. But then, like, this looks like it's heavily based in RNG, so it's not perfectly reliable all the time. But this, I can use it every time, like once a day, so this is the one that I can consistently use the most, so I'll get the 25% chance next time. And then I'll get the ego gift last. Okay, so I want to... How's you doing? How's you doing? English not my strong suit. Okay, I think wait. Duh. Where is... Oh, I'm stupid. I was looking for her on a blind. Okay, maybe put you there. That would be perfect, but... Oh, right. Okay, so my logic is that I can move my little avatar character down here or to this slot, upgrade his, upgrade, wait, he doesn't like, right, so, wait, hold on, okay, so, I could upgrade for, wait, hold on, well, I'm just looking at this character, I'm thinking I could possibly upgrade health and attachment work on Big Bird. I could upgrade it attach, or I could use his burrowing heaven for attachment and repression work, and then maybe use child here for the child for the um insight. When I do the insight, I have to dedicate an entire day to that. Excuse me. So just trying to logic this out. Um, Kinsley. Okay, let me just um looks like the Spore Spear and the Heaven Spear here they look like the same weapon. The only difference between them is red damage and white damage respectively. Okay, what's the squad? White, red, white. So maybe something that can do black damage? If I can find it without taking it away from someone else. Okay, so I need to hurry this up so I'm not sitting here like an idiot. I guess I'll do that. Um, curses. Wait. Oh, only max 2? Could have sworn I had 3. I could get 3 suits. Guess I'm wrong. I equipped the new character real quick. Let's start today. Let's look at our new little abnormality. What? I don't even know how to describe it. It's reminiscent of an anglerfish if it burrowed in the ground instead of... They watched Spherio, the mysterious luminous organ protruding out of the ground. Okay, so it does white damage. If it completely gets out of its containment unit, our corporation may collapse. Uh-oh. Wait. Wait, I forgot I turned the music off earlier. Whoa! Do not get near it! You know, I kind of don't blame that guy for it. I know it was... Wait, where'd he go now? What? When the work result is bad, the counter lowered. Work result took less than 40 seconds to complete, the counter lowered. What the hell? You've got to be kidding me! What? So So he gets mad if it's too fast? Are you for real? Oh my gosh. I cannot say I like this. And it escaped again! Oh wait, it's... Man... Stop, stop, stop! I think I found my new screen. I think I found my new thumbnail there. The facility systems of the employees will be unable to detect the abnormality when it escapes. Thus, the manager will need to manually pinpoint it and order suppression directly. That might explain the lack of health bar. Okay, so it likes insight work. Wait, can I... At the risk of frisking employees and getting them killed is practically the name of the game. Why am I even wondering at the risk of doing this? Hold on a second. A single employee seen meet Lantern's full form. Meat Lantern completely gets off its containment. Entire corporation may collapse. Come on, hold out. 33 seconds. Let's focus on some other things while we wait for that. Wait. Wait. Why don't you stay there until we can... Now that we've confirmed his location. Ew. Wait, is it Teth? For God's sake. Oh no. Wait, no. One more interaction. Wait, where's the Samuel? Are you serious? Wait, let me guess. Yeah. Why do I have such a bad memory. Don't pay attention. Why is this so hard for me? Like, it's my fault that happened. Why is it so hard? I keep making the same mistake so many times. Why is it so hard for me? Wait. Oh, is it up here? Oh wait. Get him now! And of course! I just want to play with a new abnormality. It's always under the floor of the containment unit, and only showing its eyes in a mysterious, luminous organ above the ground. There's no way to confirm what it looks like in its entirety, as it moves underground, not through the hallway. It is impossible to predict its path of breaching. For the same reason, its escape cannot be detected, except from voice records. Lloyd, you've located near the information team, right? I've heard some employees were missing around that area. Would you mind checking to see if there's any abnormality that's causing spatial interference? Paul, what? There's no... Why is this hanging on the screen? Go away! Paul, what? There's no such abnormality right here. I don't detect any breaching abnormalities either. Look everywhere. Well, Lloyd, there's no sign of any abnormality, but I do see a small flower on the ground. What are you on about? What flower? The bud is glowing. It's amazing. Strange finding something so green here when we don't even get sunlight. It's so bright. Other employees came over to look at the flower too. You come see it. The light is so bright and warm. I feel like something good is about to happen. That's not a flower. Order all the employees nearby to evacuate immediately. Do not run away in a group. You have to slowly escape one by one. Quiet steps. What are you talking about? I thought I told you there's nothing nearby. Wait, I think I felt a slight tremor beneath my feet. Done fixing the pipes today? Ah, screw it. They just enjoy looking at the flower on you. I just want to find out where he's going. How many employees do I have dead? So far, what? Wait, what's she wearing? I want to keep that stuff. I still have a good idea to get the other thing. I think I'm gonna make a cut here. I'll make a cut for now, and I'll come back when there's new content to look at, like meat land here. Alright, so I'm back, and we ended another day, and we're about to go to the next, where we could probably get to see the little re-roll ability. Yet, that we can do at the abnormality selection. We already seen these three, so we're going to... Are you serious? Are you serious? I believe we've seen this before. Looking at the headstones in this place, are you? It is only natural to find them a spectacle to see. There used to be times where I spent the whole day reading all the meaningless letters written there. There are also coffins. They're death itself, and they represent the possibilities birth can bring at the same time. I've been guarding their coffins for countless years, carrying out consecrations for those who have the privilege to depart for an afterlife. That's one of the few things I do here. You see, if one spends a long enough time in this graveyard, they can hear the whispers of the dead. The sound of their words is as black as pitch. It makes me feel as if I were being filled with nebulous, murky water. You must be starting to get bored, seeing that your eyes are drifting about this place. It isn't often that I have guests here, and I feel bad to only show you these gravestones. Did you call me Lady Binah? Is that how you pronounce it correct? Is that how you pronounce it? Is Binah the correct translation? Anyway, this employee once had his boundary collapsed. What's your name? It's Nathan. This man had the task of extracting ego. During extraction, he carelessly peeked into the well, but by luck he survived. To minimize the price he had to pay for looking into the well, he was given the maximum dose of encapsulin, and so he could barely return to work. However, once one looks a crack of the boundary, they can never return to the world that they belonged to before. Want to see something interesting? Nathan, can you describe what you saw to the manager, concerning the scenery you witnessed with your own eyes, but had to forget at all costs? Wouldn't he, by definition, not be able to describe it because you made him forget? From within the tombstones, inside them are those who sleep are sunken deep. Those who are dreaming good dreams. At the same time, we call them the well and the speech of this place. We have to dredge them up and inject them with cogito. What is cogito? I feel like that came up before. What is it? What is cogito? Now remember afterwards, what? What did he see? The man. He. That. Thing. Continue. The man. He. Him. He. In the well. He passed out. Poor thing. I'm not going to ask why he passed out yet. What will happen to him after? Do not worry for him. He won't last a single day. The mind as feeble as his is now. Much more favorable to sit still and simply watch the grains fall as the sandcastle crumbles, rather than try to reclaim the collapsing castle. I've seen what that poor sap saw hundreds, no, thousands of times. maybe more. Are you alright now? So you ask why I can have a friendly little conversation with you until now. I guess I assume that, like, at this point it's pretty obvious that all the Sephiroths went through the same little whatever process that turned them into the little robot brain machines or whatever. So I guess that kind of protects. I'm assuming that kind of protects her, or at least to some degree, from something that the average something that's incomprehensible to the average person, something Eldorith, like Cthulhu. Something so beyond human comprehension that merely looking at it strains the mind to the point of breaking, causing death or insanity, or I guess in this employee's case, passing out, which I guess would be better than dying or going insane, but we're getting off topic. It's thanks to my mechanical yep. I post an idea, I suggest an idea, and the very next sentence answer it. That's one thing I kind of, one thing that I have a habit of doing. I stop in the middle of a in-game conversation, or at least text-based games like this. I stop in the middle of a conversation to speculate something, even if the speculation's answered like immediately by the very next line. Grasps onto my mind. Yes, the strong, unbending back of mine. However, did you forget that I originated from a human mind as well? I think that's a given at this point, considering every other or Sephiroth that we've encountered so far. At no point did I ever think you would be an exception to it. If there is at least one thing that could be considered fortunate, it is that if I ever were to finally lose my scent and run amongst the facility, attempting to bring this entire place down along with you. AKA core suppressions, I take. She will be there to shut me off once more. I'm going to assume the she here is Angela. But if that day truly were to come, I would prefer that you terminate me with your own hands rather than her. It's the least you can do for a person as confined as I. Okay, ego's accessories. One can take the word gift literally, a present from the abnormalities. Though weaker than the ego equipment, they are still part of the ego pertaining to the abnormalities. Beware, however, that taking too many of such trinkets that hold the egos of others may cause one's own colors to be muddled and faded. Complete the day with at least one employee who has 4 or more ego gifts. Like, I take it the weapons and suits do not count for the ego gifts. I'm gonna unless people want me to rush to do the midnight Gabura's midnight mission like immediately, I think I'm gonna hold off on that for the time being and let that come more naturally during the days instead of. Yeah, assuming ego gifts are these here, like exclusively these instead of like gifts like the suits and weapons. Probably because it says right here, ego gift. Okay, let's see. Okay, hold on. Let me check out this info real quick. I'm gonna do that. Oh wow, I know he's been grinding being a mild little avatar character here on Big Bird and Burrowing Heaven, but geez, I didn't expect it to jump. Whatever. Looking good. Okay, then you want to put it down there, here, and okay. Wait. It doesn't like inside, okay. He doesn't like it either. So, yeah, it might be a good idea to do that. That'll leave me with 9 points left for me to... Okay, what I managed to get most of Meat Lantern's stuff here, and I know I left this part deliberately. I know I left this part blank, but I'm kind of doing that on purpose, because if I buy this, it's going to fill in the work speed here, and I don't want to do that, at least not yet, because at this point, saving this employee here for working on this abnormality with his current stats works perfectly. It's easy to grind him for points. It's easy to grind him for points here. Wait. Hold on, what? 10. Okay, hold on. White, black, white, white. Okay. I definitely need to change you to a red. Even if it's... Are you kidding? Okay, just do that. I guess I'll do that. Don't I have an employee that? That's one. Like, do employees have... Do employees have to get the stuff throughout the day? Is that what it's asking for? Yikes and a half. Either I don't have... This character's probably a good start. Ryula has like 2 already. Wait, does it? Kind of sworn someone had the little tentacle hands from it. Okay, I must have not been paying attention. It feels like it wasn't always called the naked hands. Maybe just me not paying attention. Honestly, I'm not sure how to... I'm not at 100% certain on how to go around on planning this. Still don't like it. I guess the strategy might be for this mission would be to do something along the lines of spam of a single employee on on the same abnormality over and over until you get the gift. That'd be annoying, maybe. Or maybe I'm just impatient. I bet a bit of me being impatient is a part of it. Right. But no. Hold on, I'm sorry. I have to cut the recording here. Sorry. Hello, and I'm back. So, sorry about the interruption there. I just got done completing this extraction team mission, complete day with employee 4 or more ego gifts, and what I ended up doing is I had 2 employees here in the run. This one here, I was trying to grind for this abnormality's little hat, because I know you can wear both at the same time. I know you can. I have another employee. See here, this guy. He's wearing both at the same time. I know he could wear both. This would have been her 3rd item if she got it, but I just keep sending her do it over and over, and never got it. I know it's a 5% chance, but still. This employee here is the one that got the mission done. She has Big Bird's gift. She has the pipe from what's his name? The Shoots. I'm sorry, I mispronounced that. She's got the necklace from Punishing Bird here. And she finally got the little radio from 1.76. So with that, we just have a little bit ways to go. And we're done for this day. It kinda surprisingly takes a while to grind an employee into having an ego gift when you're actively trying to make it happen, you know? Seems almost like it's too easy to happen when you're not trying for it, but when you start actively trying for it, oops, it doesn't happen. I think a part of it is the old the watched pot never boils concept, where you're sitting around waiting for something to happen or trying to make it happen. You notice how long it actually takes for it to get done. Time seems to move more slowly when you're trying to run the clock. So I just need 14 of them, which is what we're going to get. And we're done for this day. The next one's going to be a tool abnormality. I think I'm going to go to a shelter here instead of a removal, because it's going to be tool abnormalities no matter what I pick. Shortly after I was born, I questioned myself daily about the significance and meaning of my creation. Then you handed me the script and gave me the answer. They say the narrator plays an important role in unraveling the plot. Thank you, it was much fun reciting a script. So much fun that I was able to find my the air without noticing the time fly by. Sometimes I have these thoughts, what this script is. Maybe... Wait, did I read this already? Who appropriate do you think? Or my own free will? As you find them in quote day life, fierce thoughts break out every day here. You've seen this innumerable times, no? With enough time, abnormalities come back to life, no matter how many fragments they're broken into. One of the facts that drove Gabura mad. Oh. She took far too much time to understand what the abnormalities have. That the abnormalities have to be exploited, not ended. Or maybe she simply couldn't free herself from the indignation of her past. Well, that doesn't concern me. The only thing I know is that I will never ever see what she was before. Nevertheless, I cannot help but be astonished by the potential of ego each time I see her go on a rampage. What's the reason you're so astonished? Extracting ego is one of my multitudes of duties. It's only natural that I am drawn to its potential. In fact, there are many weapons that have enormous power in this world, apart from ego. Artifacts in the outskirts and from the ruins, the singularities of the wings or military inventions made by the back streets, if used correctly, could be weapons that could fare against abnormalities somehow. But giving those weapons to employees never learning to fight outside of basic training is as useless as teaching a hatchling to hunt. The rabbits are specialized in killing. They can spot the enemy's weaknesses right away and focus their firepower, given that they have enough munitions, as opposed to our employees who cannot even wield weapons efficiently. That seeing as combat ability isn't a requirement to be hired. Here. But our employees don't even have to learn to use ego. The power of the ego grows in conjunction with the heart of the wielder. One knows how to use it the moment they wield it. However, even though they wield the power, the majority of employees can't control it. They're swayed by it. They hardly have. Oh wait, I forgot. I turned the music down again. Chance again. Swayed by it, they hardly have a chance against the abnormalities. Haven't seen anyone that can draw out the true potential apart from the red mist. What's the red mist? To wield the ego is to dress oneself in the shell of the ego of another person. Wielders merely imitating the borrowed ego and able to completely make the power their own. Had I known that before or being locked up here, I would have done anything to get my hands on them. If I could, circumstances may have changed drastically. Now I'm confined here, issuing orders to extract ego, forbidden from touching them myself. You must have been scared still, even though my hatred and bloodthirst are locked up in this rusted metal cage. Don't you worry, I no longer have anything left. But you never know, the yearning for blood could wax once again, but it's simply sealed, not uprooted. Okay. To use ego is to borrow the power of another's ego. The employees therefore gain enormous power and shrunk down into shells they call ego. Even more so, some people such as the Red Mist took that power and claimed it completely as their own. But our own employees cannot do such a thing. The weaker one's mind is more craves a refuge behind the shell of another. Complete the day with 8 or more Aleph ego in possession. Wait, I need to choose my upgrade. Loading screens galore. Okay. On one hand, I still want to get this. But on the other hand, considering the mission revolves around improving the chance of acquiring ego gift, since there's a mission that requires around getting ego gifts from abnormalities, this one would actually seem more useful. I'm gonna go with this. Wait. Does it just double your chance of getting something? Alright, I think I'm gonna end this episode here. I do have 2 Aleph abnormalities to try to get ego gifts from. But technically I only have 1 that's relatively safe to consistently work with, so to speak, because she really hates repression work, but any of the other works just you know, contaminate the employee and kill them. So anyway, I think I'm going to leave this episode here, or I feel like I accomplished something. We're going to slow down. Maybe I know we've been kind of rushing to get things done and with the missions and all, but I think we're going to slow down here and just go through the day. Maybe, you know, just show some clips and highlights. It's along the way, but still. So just trying to maybe slow down a bit and see what we can do over time. Maybe, I still think that maybe hold off on a bit and let work through the days to get to a point where we're getting to a midnight ordeal naturally, instead of completing a day but then keep pushing forward to force a midnight ordeal to happen and just to rush that mission, even though completing this would unlock. I'm probably really close to unlocking her course. Completing this would probably like let me do this. So hold on, I want to see the alternative choices. Okay, story. Ego's potential? You'll never know. I think the music's gonna... Wait, oh my god. I just want to turn the music down a little bit. Let me do that. Okay, seems like the music was too loud during that. Oh, it seems too loud here. You'll never know, you never wielded an ego. In fact, every ego has to have no response in this world apart from ego. Let's go to our ruins. Why did he pass out? His children cannot disobey me, even though he wasn't able to complete his sentence. But he kept trying to speak until he passed out, so he pushed himself to the limit to obey me. I have seen it for Sephisol hundreds and thousands of times before. How are you still fine? So you ask why I continue this conversation with you till now. Can't go by. So that second question, she says the same thing no matter what you pick. Alright, I think I'm going to end it here. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for watching. This has been Lobotomy Corporation. And I want to know what's cogito, or however that's pronounced, if I'm getting it right. Like, that word messes... I want to know what cogito is, if it's not... Assuming it's not a spoiler or something that we'll be told later. And what red miss as well. Cogito, however that's pronounced, if I'm getting it wrong. So, it messes with my head. I see it, and my mind just immediately jumps to incognito. And I almost want to pronounce it that way each time. Like, I see it and I almost wanted to say cognito or something like that, but there's no in. It messes with my head because of that. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. And I'm sure you guys know by now, comments are always appreciated and welcome. Sorry about that. I hit a button on my keyboard without paying attention. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. This has been Lobotomy Corporation. And anyway, until next time, I'll see you guys around.